Hi guys, how are you? In this video we are going to talk about different drainage systems, or as you can say, different drainage patterns. So without wasting your time, it's so precious, let's get right on the point. Drainage system means what is the flowing pattern of a river. So first of all, clear out your mind, we are not talking about the drainage systems which are flowing underground beneath our feet. That is, we are not talking about any nala or a nali. We are talking about the drainage patterns of a big river. Like see, there is a river, and as we know what is a river, obviously, so a river originates from, let's say, a hilltop, or let's say a glacier. So this is a very poor hill. So now river is flowing down from this hill and it goes into the plains, and then it ultimately merges into an water body, which may be an ocean or a sea or anything. So this pattern, how that river is flowing, is known as a drainage system. So drainage, drain, it only means that something is flowing. I have always told you in all my videos that in order to understand anything, it is most important that you break down the words. So in this video we are talking about drainage system. So let's break down. It means drain means to flow out. So drainage means something is flowing, and system means how that thing is flowing. So a river drainage system or a river drainage pattern means how that river is flowing. So as we know, the river originates from a glacier, from the foot of a glacier or from a hilltop, and it ultimately merges into a water body. Now, but what is the flow, or what is the course of its flow and how it is flowing? That is known as the drainage pattern. Now, if the river may be flowing in a straight line, which is not possible even in a hypothetical example, the river may be flowing in a zigzag manner, it may be flowing in a curved manner known as meandering, and there are multiple tributaries. How those tributaries are joining that river also determines the drainage pattern. And at the third stage of a river, the river starts breaking into different distributaries, and again how they are flowing determines different landforms, and accordingly they're also called as drainage patterns. If I have said too many technical terms for you, it is important that we break down before we move ahead. I just mentioned about the three stages of a river. That is, when the river originates, it is known as the youth stage of the river. When it enters into the plains, it is known as in the mature phase. And when it is in its later plains and it's about to get merged, it is known as its old phase, also known as the upper course of the river, the middle course of the river, and the lower course of the river. In the youthful stage, we see the formation of fast flowing rivers known as rapids. We see the formation of waterfalls. These are mostly near the hills or the foot of the glaciers where the river has originated from. When we see the mature phase, the river has become somewhat comparatively slower in its flow, and it has started forming floodplains. In the older phase, these floodplains become much broader, and the sediments start getting deposited, and ultimately they form in a shape of a delta, and they get merged with the water body. Coming back to the topic where we are talking about the drainage patterns, you need to understand that there can be many types of drainage patterns. So it is important that we understand the technical ones and learn the art of breaking down the terminologies so that we can understand them without listening to any more such kind of time wasting videos. So first of all, as we are seeing the dendritic type of drainage pattern, as I have told you right in the beginning and all in my videos, whenever you come across a new term, just break down that word. The word dendritic has arrived, or I would say originated, from a word called dendron, which is a Greek word which means a tree shape. Dendron is also a place in South Africa. So this Greek word which stands for tree, and dendritic signifies that a river pattern which is in the form of branches of a tree. So it is an irregular, obviously how can a regular shape be like a tree shape? It is an irregular tree branched shaped like pattern. But why does it form? It forms because of a uniform lithology, which means that there is a uniform rock structure. There are no faults or joints which are significant that can alter the course of the river. For example, let's say the river is coming from here from the Himalayas, and here it enters, let's say, a plain area, and say if there is a fault means that there is a drop in the level, in the ground level, there is a host and there is a graben. If there is a fault, a significant fault, then the river will fall like this, which will create a waterfall, and that will give it a regular shape. Obviously, waterfalls are always a regular shape, aren't those? So how can in an irregular shaped lithology a dendritic pattern can never be formed. Just listen to me very carefully. I am going to ask a question on this at the end of the video. Which rivers do we see follow this pattern? We see the tributaries of Indus, Godavari, Mahanadi, Kaveri, Krishna. Just look at those, the Deccan rivers. You will find many websites claiming that the dendritic pattern is found only in the North India. That is absolutely false. Why? Right, because in front of you I have stated the Deccan rivers, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, all four of them are following the dendritic pattern. The trellis pattern shows that the primary tributaries of the river are flowing parallel to each other and the secondary tributaries are joining them at the right angles. What is this? It is the main river. Main river is the river which is coming from the mountains and flowing to the water body. It is joined by different kinds of tributaries, okay? But what if the primary tributaries are flowing in a parallel manner? And what if the tributaries to these tributaries are also flowing in a manner that is right angle to them? Isn't it possible? So this is the primary tributary which is joining the main river, and this is the secondary tributary which is joining the primary tributary. So in this pattern where the primary tributaries are flowing parallel to each other and the secondary tributaries are joining them at the right angles, this is known as the trellis pattern. Now, a good question from a sharp mind should be which kind of river follows the trellis pattern, and a classic example is the Seine river. Now, where is this river? It is found in the Paris Basin. Now, it is your duty to tell me in the comment section the Paris Basin opens to which river. Please, I am waiting to know your views in the comment section. The Paris Basin opens in which river or which ocean or which sea, I will rather say. Now it comes the angular pattern. Let's see guys, if angular pattern, just break down the word. Angular word means acute angle or angle. So in such kind of pattern where the tributaries are joining the main river at an angle which is an acute angle or which are forming an angular shape, those are known as the angular drainage pattern. Then what is this rectangular flow of? As the word suggests, rectangular. So for the rectangular flow of pattern, we need to see that the main river is bending at right angles. And even the tributaries are joining the main river at right angles. Just see the beauty of nature. This is the beauty of geography which helps us to appreciate the beauty of nature. That different kinds of river patterns are following in a natural manner, and a classic example for that is the Colorado River, also known as the mighty Colorado River, famously known in the US. So guys, I have explained you in a beautiful manner, in a simplified manner, different types of drainage patterns, and now you tell me the meaning of radial. The word radial means that the system of a river flow which arises from a hill and flows in all the possible directions. This is the radial pattern. A classic example, as we know, is the river Narmada following from the Amarkantak plateau. Now you tell me in the comment section the Amarkantak plateau falls in which biosphere reserves, and is it above the equator or is it below the equator? 3 questions for you and one is coming shortly. So a sharp mind should question that if the radial pattern is talking about flowing of river from a central place, can there be such a pattern also when the river after completing its journey is flowing in a central place? Like the radial pattern is originating from a central place. Can there be a drainage pattern when the river system is culminating or terminating at a central place? Yes, it is the beauty of nature. This is known as the centripetal drainage pattern, where all the river tributaries are joining at one place. So if a question comes that the radial pattern and the centripetal pattern are just mirror images of each other formed at different course of the river journey. True, false? Absolutely true. Now, I want you to answer all my 3 questions in the comment section immediately, and let's see what is your score in those. So in this video, we have talked about different types of drainage pattern, and now I have mastered you in understanding any concept just by breaking down what it means to say. Please subscribe this channel and please like this video, and let's have a new interaction in a new video quite soon.